Well, good. Let me get us straightened up here. Good Tuesday, brothers and sisters of the leaf. I'm back at you again after having a couple of hard fails. I was going to show you my new humidor. I keep trying to do that, and I can't get. I'm not any good at filming with this tablet. You know, I couldn't see what I was filming, so I tried it the other night. And of course, I was just filming the table, thinking I was filming the humidor. So tonight, I said, well, you know, you can turn the lens around, the camera around where you're looking at the back of it. Like right now, filming me, I'd be looking at the back of it, but when I picked it up to shine it down on the humidor, I'd be able to see what I was recording. And so trying it the first time, I didn't have it turned around. I wasn't filming anything during all this. I said, okay, so I punched the button to turn the camera around. Thought everything was going great. Went to review it, and I had it where it's filming me. The whole thing was sideways. So I said, well, the heck with it. It wasn't meant to be. So we'll come back and we'll do that later. So tonight, I'm smoking just a basic blend that I enjoy every now and then. It's kind of like eating a bologna sandwich. I get a craving for it, want nothing else to do. For some big, thick, cut, sliced bologna and on some Wonder Bread slathered with Hellman's mayonnaise. Now that's when I want a bologna sandwich. That's how I want it. I'm the same way by my Captain Black white label. When I get to wanting it, want nothing else to do. And tonight, that's what I wanted. I had pretty much today. I've smoked, had a couple of bowls of Blackberry and plum cake. Hadn't smoked that in a long time, 2 or 3 months, and I keep these hydrating discs and I put them in the tin from time to time. So I'd had a bowl of that. Took a couple of bowls of that, one this morning and one right after lunch, and then earlier in the evening, I was watching Guy Witherspoon's video, and he was smoking H.H. Old Dark Fire, and got me to want some of that, so fired up a bowl of that. So tonight, I just wanted some Captain Black, and I've got plenty of it because when CVS around here started, when they got out of the cigarettes and tobacco in general, I went down, and they had all they had left by the time I got down there. They had some little old cheap cigars, no name, Honduran. Of course, I bought them for 50 cents a piece. They were regular, like $4, those big long ones that they sell. And I use them out in the yard. I chew on them, everything. But they were down to like 4 pouches of this and 1 big tub left. And I bought them out, and then they had 2 or 3 pouches of the gold, the Captain Black Gold, and I'm okay on it. I can take it or leave it, but I went ahead and bought that too. So I'm stocked on Captain Black for a couple of years. Matter of fact, if anybody needs any, let me know, or have never tried it, let me know, and I'll send you. Be glad to send you some. You know, it's a lane limited. It's, I think, you know, when you get into the lane limited 1Qs and the RLP6s, those tobaccos seem to be a more of a premium cut. And I noticed when loading this up tonight, this bowl up here, you run into several sticks and stems in it, you know, so that may be the difference because the flavor of it is good. It's creamy, it's vanilla-y, it's not super vanilla-y, but it's certainly, to me, now this is strictly subjective and it's my opinion, you know, strictly my own opinion, but to me, it's the first cousin of 1Q. Now, some people's going to say, oh, he's nuts, he's crazy. It's nothing like it, but that's just, you know, that's what my palate says anyway, but it's very similar. But like I say, it's something that I like from time to time. And when I want it, want nothing else to do. And I'm smoking this tonight in a little Aldo Villani rusticated full bent Dublin. I bought this at Pipe. I think it's called Pipe and Tobacco Shop, I think is the name. It's on University Avenue in Little Rock, Arkansas. I bought this, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And it's been a good little old pipe. It wasn't an expensive one. It's about $60 is what I gave for it then. And but it's been a good one. And it has not ghosted really bad, and it smoked a ton of cherries in it. I was still into cherries real big 4 or 5 years ago when I bought it, and well, of course, it's had a salt treatment or two along the way, so I really can't say, well, it don't ghost. After all this, I didn't have that camera set just right. I'm still learning, working my way around this tablet concept, trying to get everything just right. I'll get there, y'all bear with me. Cigar wise, I've been smoking on this Legends. Decided to put it down. This Legend series, Cigars International, the maroon label, and Wiz D turned me on to these several months ago. He sent me 2 or 3 of them. He sent me several sticks, and 2 or 3 of them were these, and I fell in love with it. Nestor Placentia makes the maroon label. I think Rocky Patel may make the orange, and then of course Oliva makes one, Perdomo, several, AJ Fernandez, several companies make a cigar for the Legend series, but my favorite is the maroon label, and it's the Nestor Placentia. And got just the right amount of subtleties in it, the spices, the earth tones, nuttiness. But when I was showing the humidor, you know, I've got several sticks in there that's aged, some not expensive, some very expensive, and you know, I just put a couple in yesterday. I don't know when I was smoking, but you know, collecting the cigar disease is just as addictive, or more, maybe even more so than the PAD, the pipe acquisition disorder that we all have, and the PTAD, pipe tobacco acquisition disorder. You know, we're all on a mission to try all these. It's like being on an adventure to try all these, collect all these pipe tobaccos, and of course we'll never smoke them all. And then, you know, every chance you get a pipe, or birthday rolls around, Christmas, Father's Day, you get pipes, and I'm certainly no exception. Enjoy collecting them. With cigars is the same way, and you fellas that collect them know what I'm talking about. There's nothing like getting, even if it's one cigar or a bundle of 5 or a box of 20, there's nothing like getting home from your local brick and mortar, or going out to finding a package on your front door from the mail truck guy that you ordered online, opening them up and putting them just right, all labels up, facing the correct way in your humidor, and sitting on them for weeks at a time before you smoke one. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy smoking them, and I smoke them. Usually we'll light one up on the way to work if I don't have a pipe on the way to work. Usually I've gotten to where I'll smoke a cigar when I get up in the morning, a lot of times I'll have a pipe with my coffee. Sometimes I'll go ahead and light up a cigar. But on the way to work, I enjoy a cigar because you don't have to do the tamping and the relight as much. So it's easier to drive with a cigar. So I'll smoke about a fourth of it on the way to work, and then during the day I light it and put it down, light it, put it down. But at night I usually enjoy one, and I'll try to smoke a little better one at night because I can afford myself the luxury of sitting down that hour and a half and enjoying a full stick. And of course on the weekends or special occasions, I'll smoke a true high-end one, when you've got time to sit down and savor it and enjoy it without having to lay it down and come back later. But like I say, that being said, just having them in your box, knowing you got it in there, it's something about the collecting aspect of all of it too. It's fun and it is very addictive. So I caution you, some of you guys that are thinking about getting into it, that's into the pipe collecting and pipe smoking hobby. You know how bad the PAD is. Well, this is just as bad, if not worse. And think about having two diseases at one time. It ain't good. Some of y'all already have two diseases, or like me, you already got a dual diagnosis. So but Governor's is he's carrying the full Ashton blends now. I don't know if he's got the full line, but he's a lineup, but he's got several. There's one more of those I want to try. And I need to go by really and he's got Connoisseur's Choice in from Peterson's, and that's always one of my favorites from Peterson. That and the Sunset Breeze, and I'm getting low on both of them, so I need to go by there and pick one of those up. He's got all the Frogmorton series, some Dunhill. He's got some good bit of Mac Baron. He's got a bunch of McClellans of their premium aromatic lineup. He's got probably a dozen house blends now. This is Governor's Pipe and Cigar in Monroe, Louisiana. He has really... he's got quite a few pipes on hand now. I bought one pipe from him. I bought an estate pipe, Caminetta, freehand, beautiful, beautiful pipe. I bought it, and he made me a good deal on it. And the next pipe I buy, I'm gonna make it a point to try to pick up one from him. He's got some Stanwells. Oh, it's another line. And I need to get with him and get the name of some beautiful pipes. And it's a brand that's kind of like artisan label, but I'll find out. But there are some beautiful pipes, and of course he gets Peterson's too. So, and I do not, of all my entire pipe collection, I don't own a Peterson, and I need to remedy that. He's had some new Petersons, and he's had some beautiful. St. Patty's Days, some estate pipes. One of them I almost bought it. I messed around and let it get away from me over there. Yep. But like I say, it's cold here. It's about 30 degrees. I think I looked a while ago online, it was 24, and maybe for a chill factor. And like I said earlier, I know I said it. I may have already said it on this one. I know I said it on one of the fails. You guys up north, that ain't nothing for y'all, but for us, it's pretty nippy. Y'all excuse my hair. I'm trying to wash that gray right out of my hair. I've got some of that, I think it's made by Grecian Foam, I don't know, that does it gradually. And I've got their beard blend too. I'm growing my full beard out, and I'm trying to, I don't want to totally do away with the gray, because I'll be 50 years old in April this year. But there's times it really shows up, and I just want some subtle gray, some distinguished looking gray, But the smell is ungodly, and smells like somebody's rear end. And, that's, I don't want to walk around tomorrow at work smelling like somebody's butt, and in a restaurant of all things. So I've got to try to do something with. I may find myself Febreze in my head. Of course, I may turn it green, may turn it purple or lime green. I better not. All right, friends, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I do thank y'all for joining me again. I thank you for your friendship and for not leaving me as friends. Of course, true friends don't do that. They can always pick up where they left off, and I've always heard that, and that's certainly true amongst true friends. And but I do thank y'all for your friendship, and I've got a couple of new guys that are following, and that just now beginning to communicate with, and I'll get their names and give them a shout out next time. And there's a couple of new ones that I'm just subscribed to. Want to give them a shout out on the next one too. But anyway, thank y'all for, as Guy says, tuning in, and we'll catch up with y'all next time. But meanwhile, take care of yourselves, and God bless you.